Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a mat workout for you using your magic circle. So go ahead, grab a magic circle for a prop. As always, I will have the props linked in the description below, and we are going to start lying down onto our mats. Now, when you get down onto your mats, we're just gonna start with the knees bent, feet flat. We're gonna take the circle and you're just gonna set it right over your knees. When you set the circle over the knees, our arms are just gonna be nice and long at our sides. We're gonna find our neutral spine to begin, so we should have that nice natural curvature of our low backs. And before we start anything with this circle, we're gonna begin pelvic clocking. So on an exhale, I'm gonna roll myself into my 12 o'clock position. So I'm flattening my low back down into the mat. And then I'm gonna inhale and roll into my 6, finding that nice arc. Again, I'm exhaling just to roll into my 12 o'clock position, that flat back position. And then I'm inhaling to rock back into my 6. And we're just gonna continue going back and forth from our 12 to our 6. Just a little pressure of your knees on the circle while we're here. Again, inhaling in your 6, exhaling in your 12, just warming up those low backs as we pelvic clock. Okay, we're gonna do one more 12, one more 6. Then from our 6, we're gonna bring ourselves back into a neutral spine, so I should have that nice natural curvature of my low back. We're gonna hold our neutral spine now, and on an exhale, I'm just gonna pull the circle apart with my knees, holding my neutral spine, and then I'm going to inhale and release. So again, I'm gonna exhale, pull the circle apart with my knees, and then I'm inhaling to release. And the idea is that when we pull and release the circle, we're able to hold our neutral spines, so we're not collapsing into our low backs when we pull it apart and when we release. Again, it's an exhale to pull and an inhale to release, maintaining that nice neutral spine the entire time. Exhale, pull, inhale, release, exhale, pull, inhale, release. Let's go for 3. Feel those abductors, outsides of the legs and the glutes, and then this is the last one. Now when we release, we're gonna pause. We're gonna inhale in our neutral spines. Now on an exhale, we're gonna flatten our low backs down into the mat. We're rolling up into a bridge, and as we roll up into a bridge, we're pulling the circle apart with our knees again. We're taking an inhale at the top, and then I'm exhaling to roll my spine all the way back down into the mat, and I'm just releasing the pull as I roll back down. I'm gonna inhale again in my neutral, exhale, flatten my low back down, roll my spine up, pull the circle apart with the knees, feel those abductors, glutes, hamstrings, take that inhale, and then again, I'm exhaling to roll back down. Every time I roll down, I'm releasing that little pull of the circle. Let's do 2 more. Exhaling as we roll up, pulling the circle apart. Inhale at the top. Again, exhale, articulate the spines all the way back down into the mat. And then last one, exhale, flatten and peel, pull the circles apart, take that inhale. And then we are exhaling to roll our spines all the way back down and releasing. Okay, now once we come down, we're gonna pause. The next time we go up into a bridge, we're gonna stay up there. So let's flatten the low backs down, peel our spines up, pull the circle apart, hold ourselves up here. Again, we're staying up into a bridge. On an exhale, I'm gonna pull the circle apart even more with my knees. I'm gonna inhale, release, exhale, pull, inhale, release. I want the outsides of the legs and the outsides of the glutes engaging as I pull, release. Again, abduction away from the body for 4, 2, and then last one. Then once we release, we're gonna roll our spines all the way back down into the mat. We're gonna bring it back into our neutral. Now we're gonna take our circles out, keep your feet where they're at, open your knees out to the sides room, take the circles in between your knees. Again, the feet are staying right where they were at before, so your knees should be open wider than your feet. We're pausing in our neutral spine. We're just squeezing the circle without collapsing into our low backs. We're inhaling to release. We exhale to squeeze, and then then we inhale, release. And every time we squeeze our knees or we squeeze that circle, ideally the knees are going to be parallel with each other, in line with our feet. Adduction this time, so in towards the body, inner thighs, squeeze and release. Again, we're holding our neutral spines the entire time. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, release. Let's go for 4, 3, engaging your low abs on every exhale, 2, and 1. All right, now once we release, we're gonna pause. We're gonna inhale in our neutral spines. On an exhale, I'm gonna flatten my low back down into the mat. I'm gonna roll my spine up and squeeze a circle as I roll up. I'm gonna take an inhale at the top, and then on my exhale, as I roll my spine back down, I'm gonna slowly release the squeeze of the circle. Inhale in my neutral. Again, exhale, flatten the low back down, roll up into a bridge, squeeze the circles as we roll up. Knees and feet are parallel. Roll the spines back down, release that squeeze. Let's do 2 more. Exhaling as we roll up, squeeze, take that inhale. Exhale as we roll our spines all the way back down. Now this next time we come up, we have to stay up into our bridge. So let's exhale, flatten and peel, squeeze that circle. Hold yourselves here. On the exhale, I'm gonna squeeze the circle even more. A little release. So think big squeeze, little release, big squeeze, little release. Keep that tuck of the pelvis. Send your tailbone to the backs of your knees. Feel those inner thighs. Big squeeze, little release, big squeeze, little release. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release and roll our spines back down. Okay, now once we come down, we're gonna take that circle into the hands. Knees are gonna stay bent, feet are gonna stay flat. I'm gonna hover the circle right over my chest. Elbows are gonna be open out wide to the sides of the room. Shoulders are down. We're gonna exhale and just squeeze the circle in our hands. And then we're gonna inhale to release. Exhale, squeeze. It just stays hovering over our chest. Inhale, release. So we should feel our pectoral muscles, we should feel our biceps, we should feel our lats all working as we squeeze and release. Every exhale, I'm engaging my core. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Again, squeeze and release. Let's go for 5, 3, 2, and then last one. Release. Okay, now zip the legs together. Take the soft part of your circle onto your thighs and then the other soft part of your circle onto your hands. If you want to stack your hands on top of each other, you can. If you want to unstack them, you can. I like my hands stacked for this one. And then I'm going to go into ab curls, and I'm not going to worry so much about my neutral spine here. So if I do go into a flat back position, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to start by nodding my chin to my chest, scooping into my abs, curling to my bra line. And as I curl, I'm going to push into the circle, and then I'm going to inhale and just let that circle kind of bring me back down into that starting position. So again, chin to chest, roll to your bra lines and push the circle down, and then inhale, release. Again, don't worry too much about your neutral. If you can hold it the entire time, great. But if you do go into a flat back position, we're not going to worry about that. Exhale, curl, push, and then inhale, release back down. Now the chin to the chest, curl your bra line, push down, and then inhale to release. Let's go for 3. Inhale back down for 2. Okay, now on this last one, we're gonna hold ourselves up at the top. We're gonna release the squeeze and we're gonna push, release, push, release. We're holding our curls. Abs are in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we can go back down. Now, the right foot stays down onto the mat. Our left knee goes up into a tabletop position. I'm going to set the soft part of the circle onto my left knee, and then we are going to take our right elbow to the circle. We're going to have to curl up to do that. And then I'm going to take the left and the right hand behind my head, rotating slightly to the left. Now again, don't worry about your neutral spine here. Rotation is right from our rib cage. Left knee stays in the same spot. We're going to exhale, push into the circle, release, push into the circle, release, so we can get into our left obliques. Exhale, press, release, press, release. Use your obliques. Push, release. Let's go 4, 2, and 1. Okay, relax back down. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Right knee in a tabletop position, left foot is down. Circle goes on our right thigh, left elbow to the circle, both hands behind our head, rotating right from our rib cage, right from our bra line. We exhale to push, we inhale, release. The right knee stays in the same spot the entire time. We're gonna feel our obliques. Exhale, press, release, press, release. 5, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, once we come back down, we are going to go ahead and pause. I'm gonna take the soft part of the circle into both hands. We're gonna nod our chin towards our chest, and now the other soft part of the circle is gonna go behind our head. I'm gonna stack my hands, so let's all stack our hands on top of each other. Elbows are gonna be open wide out to the sides of the room. Knees are gonna go up into a tabletop position. Legs are zipped together, neutral spine. We're gonna nod the chin to the chest, come back up into an abdominal curl, and then we're gonna inhale and go back down again, holding our neutral. We exhale to curl to our bra lines, and we inhale to return. I'm giving a little pressure of my palms into the circle, so I'm assisting just a little bit with my hands and my arms, but my core is doing most of the work to come up and down. We're just gonna go for one more after this, and we have to hold at the top. So when we get up here, we hold here. We're gonna inhale, reach the right leg out. Exhale, pull in, left leg out, exhale in. Hold your curls, elbows stay wide. We wanna engage our obliques to pull each leg in. We inhale out, we exhale back for 3, 2, last one. Now zip those legs together, both legs out, both legs in, inhale out. Exhale back. We're drawing our abs in to our back, so pull our knees back in. Again, I'm holding my neutral spine the entire time. 2, 1. Okay, pause in. Legs go up to the ceiling. Right leg is going to lower straight down. We exhale to lift. Left leg lowers. Exhale, lift. Again, think single legs. Engage your obliques. Lift. Let's do 4, 3, one more right, one more left. When our left leg comes up, we're gonna pause, both legs lower down, both legs lift. 5 more, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, scoop into those low abs to lift the legs. 3, 2, and 1. When we come up, bend the knees, relax the feet, let our heads go down. We can relax the arms. Okay, this circle is actually gonna stay behind our head. We're gonna extend our legs nice and long, and I'm just gonna take it back into my hands. A little more challenging for roll up, so if you need to use your hands, you can. I'm gonna take an inhale here, hands are stacked, elbows are wide. I'm gonna push into my circle, nod my chin to my chest, scoop into my abs, roll up, sit up nice and tall, and then I'm gonna tuck my pelvis and roll my spine back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Again, a little more challenging with that circle there. So if you need to take it out and have your arms long rather than having the circle behind your head, we can go arms long. We're sitting up nice and tall. We tuck our pelvis, we scoop into our abs, we roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Now we're just gonna do 2 more like that. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, scoop into the abs, roll our spines up, stack the spine, take an inhale at the top, tuck our pelvises, roll down 1 bone at a time, inhale at the bottom, and then the last one, exhale, roll up, scoop, lift, and then pause at the top. Okay, take your circles out, just set them to the sides for now. We will use them a little later. Legs are going to be nice and long away from us. We're gonna open them out about as wide as your mats. I wouldn't go much wider than that. And then we're gonna go into some saws. So arms are gonna open out to the sides of the room, out to a T. We're gonna twist, rotate to the right side of the room to start. I'm gonna imagine I have a seatbelt around my waist. I'm gonna reach my left baby fingers to my right baby toes. We're gonna pulse forward for 3, 2, 1. We stack up. We go center, left, seatbelt around your waist, right baby toes, left baby, right baby fingers, left baby toes, pulse 3, 2, 1, come up, center, rotate right, ready, forward, 3, 2, 1, come up, center, left, reach forward for 3, 2, 1, up, and center, 3, 2, 1, center, left, 3, 2, 1. When we pulse, we're gonna do one more right, one more left. Things scoop into your abs when we pulse forward. And then last one. And up. Okay, now once we come up, we're gonna relax the arms. We're gonna go lie on our right side. When we lie onto our right side, the circle is gonna go right in between our ankles. And then once we get the circle in between our ankles, our legs are gonna go long away from us. I'm gonna lie down with my right hand supporting my head. Legs can either be angled slightly forward or they can be in line with your body. And then I would just take your left hand out in front of you for a little extra stability. Again, hips and shoulders are stacked. On an exhale, I'm gonna squeeze the circle in between my ankles. Inhale to release, exhale, squeeze the circle in between my ankles, and then inhale, release. So a lot of that work is just coming from that left adductor, that left inner thigh. We exhale to squeeze, we inhale, release. We're gonna go for 3, 2, and 1. Now, once we release, we're gonna pause. Again, left hand out in front of us for a little extra stability. Your hips stay stacked. They do not unstack for this. We're gonna lift the legs off the floor, lower them down, lift off the floor, lower. Again, make sure when you lift, your hips are staying stacked. Your pelvis does not rotate up towards the ceiling. We want our left obliques to lift the legs up and then to lower down. We have 4, 2. Now in this last one, we're gonna hold those legs up. We're gonna squeeze the circle for 8, 7. Keep the legs lifted. Really feel that right inner thigh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the legs. Now, we're gonna bend the knees, lie on our stomachs before we do the other side. Adjust those circles if you need to. When you lie down on your stomach, hands are gonna be stacked on top of each other and your forehead can just go to your hands. You're gonna squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings and hover your thighs off of the mat. When you hover those thighs, we're gonna inhale, extend the legs out away from us. Exhale, bend the knees, squeeze the circle, keep the hover of the thighs. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend and squeeze. I'm drawing my abs away from the mat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend and squeeze. Out, bend, squeeze. We have 4. Squeeze your glutes, your hamstrings. 3, try to squeeze the circle every time you bend your knees. 2, and 1. Okay, relax the legs. We're gonna flip onto the left side. When we get onto the left side, circles in between your ankles, your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked on top of each other. Again, legs can be angled slightly forward or they can be in line with your body. We are going to squeeze the circle in between our ankles, release, exhale, squeeze, inhale, release. Again, getting those adductors, those inner thighs, especially that right one, to fire. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release for 2, and then last one. Okay, when we release, we're gonna pause. We're going to lift the legs up, keeping the hips stacked, lower them down, lift the legs and lower, up and down. We want those right obliques really firing here. Again, my right hand out in front of me is just gonna help to stabilize, to support me as I go up and down for 4, 2. Now on this last one, we're gonna hold those legs up, pulse that circle. 8, 7, keep those legs lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax the legs, lie back onto our stomachs. When we get onto our stomachs, we are going to again have the hands stacked on top of each other, forehead to the hands, knees are bent. We're gonna squeeze our glutes, hover our thighs, hold here, and then we're gonna extend the legs. Hold that hover of your thighs, and then we're gonna squeeze, release, keep the legs long, keep those thighs hovering, squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we can bend the knees, take those circles out. Okay, once we get our circles out, we're gonna go onto our hands and our knees. When we get onto the hands and knees, the circles are going to go behind our right ankle and our right glute. It is kind of a pain in the butt. It's kind of a pain in the butt, pun intended, to actually get the circle back there. So again, I have it right on the edge of my right butt and then right on my right heel / Achilles. If this doesn't work, you can always do it without the circle, or a good alternative is to grab a ball and put a ball in between your Achilles and your glute. We're gonna lift the right knee off of the mat. We're gonna lower the right knee back down. It's just gonna tap. We're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. And we lift, we squeeze our glute. Our abs are in, our shoulders and hips are parallel to the floor. We go up and down, up and down. Eyes are looking down to the floor. For 3, again, if this doesn't work, you can put a ball there. You can do it without anything. Last one, we hold at the top. We squeeze the circle, release, squeeze, release. We should really feel those hamstrings. Again, abs are in, squeeze, release. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax that leg. Take it to the other side. Again, if you struggle with it, you can put a ball in there instead. That is a lot easier. If you don't have a ball and you struggle, you can always do it with no props and think about activating your glutes and your hamstrings. So on the edge of your butt, on your Achilles, left leg goes up and down, up and down. Again, shoulders, hips are parallel to the floor. Eyes are looking to the floor. Abs are into our backs. Adjust the circle if you need to. We're gonna lift for 4, 3, 2. Now on this last one, we hold the leg up, we squeeze, release, we squeeze, release. Really feeling that hamstring engage. Squeeze, release. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, stay on your hands and your knees. Take the circle to the mat. Soft part goes down. The other soft piece goes to your sternum. We're doing push-ups. Hands are wide. We're gonna step one foot back, doesn't matter which one. The other foot goes back. Legs can be together apart, that's up to you. We have 6 wide push-ups. Wide, press, wide, press. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down onto your knees. Okay, once we go down onto the knees, last thing that we have for push-ups will be narrow. We have 6 total. Again, circle should be on the floor at your sternum. Hands should be about shoulder distance away from each other. Step one foot back, the other foot back. 6 narrow push-ups, big or small, up to you. Abs in. I have 3, 2, 1. Come back onto those knees. Okay, take the circles. We're gonna kneel nice and tall. You're gonna take it behind you. So feet, I'm gonna go about the soft piece of the circle distance away. So that soft piece is in between my ankles, and then the other soft piece is right at the edge of my butt. Thigh stretch. Arms are gonna reach out away from you. Nice flat back, or that neutral spine. Imagine if there's a big gust of wind, we're gonna inhale, get blown back, and then use your quads to bring you back up. Inhale, there's a big gust of wind that blows you back. You use your quads to come back up. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, again, use those quads, come back up. We're gonna do 4. Again, keep that neutral as we lean. 3. And then last one, inhale back and exhale up. Okay, take those circles out. We're gonna lie ourselves down onto our mats. When we get down, these circles are gonna go in between our knees. Again, now, when we get down, we're not lying entirely on our back. We're gonna go down onto our forearms and then circles again, just right in between the knees. Do not worry about your neutral spine here. Palms are flat. And then we're not relaxing here, we're lifting. We're pushing up off our forearms. Knees go up into a tabletop position. If you can get your feet together, take your feet together. We're gonna inhale, hinge at the hips to dip the toes down towards the floor. We exhale to lift. Inhale, dip, exhale, lift. I'm drawing my abs into my back to lift my knees back up into that tabletop position. Again, I'm not worrying at all about my neutral spine here. I'm keeping both shoulders out of my ears and then drawing my abs in to lift. Inhale again, dip down, scoop into the low abs to pull the knees back up for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, relax the feet. Take the circles, they're gonna go in between our ankles next. When we get them in between the ankles, again, forearms are down onto the mat. Knees are up into a tabletop position. Don't worry about our neutral spine. We inhale to reach the legs out away from us. We exhale to pull back in. Straight out, straight in. The lower we go with the legs, the more challenging that's gonna be for your core. If you feel it in your low backs, make sure you don't go as low. Inhale out, I'm scooping into my abs to pull the knees in. Let's go. 3, exhale back, 2, and 1. Now, once we come back in, we're gonna pause in. Legs are gonna go straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna inhale, lower both legs down to the floor. We exhale to go straight up. Inhale, lower, scoop into your core to lift those legs back up. Make sure that the shoulders are staying down out of our ears. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bend the knees, relax the feet. And if relaxing down means lying down onto your backs, you can lie down onto your backs to relax. We're gonna do one more thing with our core, and then we're gonna lie down and stretch after that. So let's go back onto our forearms. Circle is gonna stay right in between our ankles. We're gonna bring our knees up into a tabletop position. We're gonna do like a little combo movement. So we're gonna reach the legs out away from us, pause, they stay long. We lift the legs up to the ceiling. We bend our knees, we reach out, we lift up, we bend, out and up. Imagine that your feet are almost like a shovel, or this circle is like a shovel and you're just shoveling dirt. Bend and exhale, lift for 3, scoop, 2, last one. Now once we come up, we're gonna pause. We have to reverse, so we go straight down, we bend in, we extend up, down, exhale in and up. So we can inhale lower, but we exhale to pull in, extend, lower, bend, extend for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, relax down, take those circles out. Grab the soft part of the circle, take it to your right foot, extend your right leg up, left leg can be longer bent. Up to you, we're gonna just pull on the circle, so feel free if you wanna grab up a little higher onto it, you can. I just want you to stretch out your right hamstrings. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, we're gonna take that circle into just our right hand. Left arm is gonna open out to the side. We're gonna open our right leg to the right side of the room. Give our adductors a stretch. It is fine if your left hip lifts off the mat. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth with that breath. gonna switch left hand, right hand out to the side. Your leg can be long or bent. It's up to you. Just want you to stretch out the outside of your right leg. Again, right leg can be long or bent. I like mine bent. I feel like I can get into my piriformis a little more on that. Okay, then that leg's gonna go back up. We're gonna switch sides, so left foot goes in, right leg can either be long or bent. Feel free to grab as high as you would like on that circle. Pull and stretch out that hamstring. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, then we're gonna take it into your left hand. It's gonna open out to the side. Give your adductors a stretch. My right arm is opening out to the side of the room. Again, if your hip lifts up, that is fine. Okay, then we're gonna switch right hand, take it across the body. Leg can be longer bent, that's up to you. Whatever feels best to stretch out the outside of your leg into your glute. Again, mine feels best when I bend my knee. Okay, then we're gonna bring that leg back up. Now we're not quite done yet. We're gonna do one more thing to finish off class with today. So left foot is gonna stay in the circle. The right foot is gonna go in as well. Both hands are gonna stay in our circle. We're gonna finish with some teasers. It is, when we have the circle on our feet, it's like a nice, it's a nice balance between a push and a pull. When we come up, if you push into your feet too hard, they're gonna slam on the mat. We wanna think a delicate balance between a push and a pull. So both feet are on. I'm gonna take a deep inhale here. On an exhale, I'm gonna push into my feet, knob my chin to my chest, scoop into my abs. I'm pulling my arms back again. It's a balance between a push and a pull. We're gonna find that teaser position. We're gonna inhale here at the top, and then I'm gonna exhale and tuck my pelvis, scoop into my abs, and I'm gonna roll my spine back down. I'm gonna inhale again at the bottom. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, softly push into your feet, scoop into your abs to roll ourselves up. Take that inhale at the top, and then we're gonna tuck our pelvises and roll back down. We're gonna do 4 more. Again, exhale, rocking up into that teaser, a nice delicate balance between push and a pull. Roll your spines back down for 3. Scoop into those abs to help find your balance. Roll back down for 2 again. Exhale, scoop, roll up. Take that inhale at the top. Again, exhaling as we roll our spines back down. And then this is the last one. Exhale, roll up. Okay, now think soft feet on your circle. Take the circles out, hold yourselves here. Abs are in. I'm just holding the circle into my hands. We're gonna hold for 4, 3, 2. On 1, you can set the feet down and you can set your circles down. All right, we can sit ourselves off to sides. You are all done with that mat workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me again.